So when Kerry Minotti, one of India's absolute biggest YouTubers, dropped his latest video, it wasn't just another upload, right? It was a full-blown event. He took aim at pretty much the final boss of YouTube, MrBeast, in this massive parody packed with a who's who of the Indian creator scene, and of course, it just blew up. But beneath all that chaos and all the cameos, what is this video really trying to say?
And man, the video throws its first punch right out of the gate. This line, from a parody of the tech creator Technical Guruji, is just unapologetically raw. It's provocative, and it immediately signals that this is not going to be your typical friendly roast. It's a hook that's designed to grab you and absolutely not let go.
And yeah, that's really the big question we're going to dig into. See, this isn't just about laughing at some funny costumes and over-the-top characters. We're going to peel back the layers here to see how this parody uses the whole MrBeast format like a Trojan horse, holding up a mirror to the entire world of content creation, especially in the Indian scene.
Okay, so to really get what makes this parody work so well, you first have to understand its target, the undisputed king of YouTube, MrBeast. I mean, his whole formula of extreme challenges, massive cash giveaways, and this almost frantic philanthropy has completely rewritten the rules for what it means to be a top creator.
And here's the thing. This isn't just some lazy mockery. Kerry Minotti literally becomes MrBeast. As his character, Mr. Least, he absolutely nails the entire persona. That hyper-enthusiastic delivery, the ever-present sidekicks, and the obsessive focus on spending just absurd amounts of money for views. He's a perfect, slightly warped mirror image of the original.
And believe me, the details are just spot on. You've got the claim of spending $100 million on the video, you've got that iconic transition clap that summons the editor from thin air, and these ridiculous challenges like playing carom with your feet for 10 grand. He's not just parodying MrBeast, he's completely deconstructing his entire content DNA piece by piece. Now, the stage for all this critique is just brilliant. The Indian Creator Olympics. And this is where the satire gets surgical, you know? The focus shifts away from just MrBeast and drills down into the internal dynamics, the rivalries, and the public personas of India's top YouTubers. So let's try and break down this absolutely chaotic roster. We've got Bhuvan Bam showing up as his famous character Tittu Mama. We have Harsh Beniwal getting roasted left and right. Technical Guruji is parodied as this flex-obsessed mogul. And then there's the comedy trio Round to Hell. Every single cameo is like a little missile loaded with in-jokes aimed directly at their established online brands.
And this right here, it's a perfect example of how deep the insider humor goes. Tittu Mama calling Harsh Beniwal the Hezbollah of Karol Bagh is just, it's a multi-layered roast. It plays on Beniwal's height, it references a global meme, and it grounds the whole joke in a specific Delhi neighborhood. It's a clash of two comedy titans, basically playing out their rivalry for laughs. Next up, you've got Round to Hell, a massively popular comedy group. And the parody immediately zeroes in on a classic anxiety for any creative trio. Who's the real star? Who's the one actually bringing in all the views? And what follows is this hilarious and chaotic argument that feels, well, it feels a little too real.
So the whole thing kicks off, right? One of them just flat out claims a huge chunk of their subscriber base, basically questioning what his partners even do. And the second guy just fires right back, not missing a beat. He one-ups the claim and just escalates the whole thing. And then, the punchline. Just a blunt, dismissive retort that perfectly captures the satirical take on creator ego and all those behind-the-scenes squabbles over credit and fame. It feels hilariously and maybe even a little uncomfortably real.
But hey, this whole thing isn't just about roasting individual creators, you know? The parody zooms out to take aim at the very types of content that dominate YouTube, from gaming and vlogging all the way to the rise of those pseudo-intellectual podcasts. And the parody really takes shots at some of the biggest tropes on the platform. You've got the algorithmic chase in gaming, the self-referential loops of family vlogging, the shallow deep talk of podcasts, and of course, the rampant flex culture we saw with the Technical Guruji character, which is a huge part of aspirational content in the Indian digital space. I mean, just take the gaming segment. We see one of India's most famous pro gamers, Mortal, playing Ludo. And why? Because, as he says, there is no viewership for PUBG here. It's a really sharp commentary on how the algorithm can basically force even the most talented creators to abandon their passion and just chase whatever trend is hot right now. And then there's the parody of Triggered Insan, which creates this perfect content Ouroboros of family vlogging. So he's editing his mom's vlog while recording that process for his own vlog, all while streaming the whole thing live. It's content about making content about content. It's just this perfect, hilarious loop of, well, of nothing. And maybe the most direct jab of all is aimed at the whole Beer Biceps podcast culture. After a bunch of nonsensical, kind of spacey questions from the parody host, Carrie Minotti just cuts through all of it to ask this devastatingly simple question. It's a direct shot at podcasts that mistake convoluted questions for actual depth.
So all of this builds up to the video's really powerful conclusion, where the parody kind of drops its mask and delivers its main thesis. In a final monologue, Carrie Minotti turns the critique not just on his peers, but squarely on himself and the entire game that they're all forced to play.
He starts by just listing the sins of the creator world, right? Mediocre content, using cuss words just for shock value, and this relentless, desperate thirst for views. But then he digs deeper to the very heart of the issue.
And this is the real punchline of the entire video. The idea that in the creator economy, collaboration is often a performance, and friendships can be totally transactional. He calls out the shamelessness that they all share, this ability to fake it for the camera today because you know you might need a favor tomorrow. And then, right when you think it's all wrapped up, the video pulls off this meta-level masterstroke. The actual MrBeast shows up. The subject of the parody walks right into the parody itself, and the line between satire and reality just completely dissolves. And what does the real MrBeast do? Well, he issues a challenge, of course. If the video hits 10 million likes, he'll visit India. It is the ultimate irony, isn't it? A video that critiques the desperate chase for engagement ends with the biggest creator on the planet dangling a real-life reward for engagement. Which, brings us all the way back to that big question. Carrie Minotti's parody seems to suggest that this shamelessness isn't a bug, but it's actually a feature of the creator economy. Is this ability to fake it, to constantly chase views, to play the game, is that simply the cost of admission for anyone who wants to make it to the top? Ultimately, it's a deeply self-aware piece of work that holds a mirror up not just to the creators, but also to the audience that drives this whole machine. What do you all think? Is this just the price of playing the game? Let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks for tuning in.